Well, it is the question so many people in Flint want answered. When will the victims of the Flint water crisis receive payment?
There is that $626 million settlement, and millions have been or will be added to that figure.
We lead off tonight with ABC 12's Terry Kim for breaking developments on that timeline. And Terry, is that time getting close?
It is, but it will be a few more months for most of the people who have filed claims to receive their payments. We have talked to a few people close to this process who do not want to be identified. At this point, it appears just a few checks will be going out in the next 2 weeks.
It's been more than 10 years since the Flint water crisis started, and the residents or former residents of the city continue to wait for a form of justice of what they all have endured. A $626 million settlement was reached in a class action lawsuit brought by Flint residents and businesses against the state of Michigan. It was approved in November of 2021, more than 3 years ago. ABC 12 News has learned a few payments will go out within the next couple of weeks to the heirs or the estates of people who died from Legionnaire's disease. 12 people died in the outbreak related to the switching of Flint's water source from Lake Huron to the Flint River, which created favorable conditions for Legionella bacteria growth. The rest of the payments, mainly to children impacted by the crisis, are expected to begin late summer or early fall. We've learned hearings continue to this day to verify claimants' information, with identification cards still being delivered. It is true that some attorneys have received money for their work on the common benefit for all claimants involved, about 6.3% of the settlement money. Most attorneys representing the estimated 45,000 claims have not been paid and are also waiting for their clients to receive their benefits. In fact, one attorney telling us they've been spending a lot of money on private investigators to track down claimants and the documents they need to satisfy a claim.
Now, again, that final settlement figure is not known, as there have been other settlement agreements like Veolia's North America's $53 million settlement announced last month. That will be added. But there have been costs as well, including administrative costs and tax obligations. Matt?
All right, Terry, and this development comes nearly 11 years after the city of Flint's water source was switched from Lake Huron to the Flint River. That happened on April 25th, 2014. The next month, residents started complaining about the smell and color of the water. The city switched back to the Detroit water system in October 2015. But the damage had been done.
In 2017, the plan to replace lead water pipes began. Those efforts are largely complete. The city also began operating a new secondary water source in 2022 in case of emergencies. It also draws water out of Lake Huron. We will keep you updated as soon as we learn when settlement checks are actually sent to the rest.
And just as a reminder, last April, ABC 12 recounted the Flint community's resilience over the last 10 years. The Journey Forward, 10 years of the Flint water crisis, is our hour-long Flint water crisis special. And you can watch it right now on our YouTube page. Just scan the QR code right there on the right side of your screen. You'll see our exclusive interviews and comprehensive coverage of the city's move from crisis to recovery.